Wait a second. Are you drinking my tea? Well, you could have just asked. I would have made you some. Really. That's Earl Grey right there. It's the tea of champions or old ladies. I don't even know actually, but I like it. It's quite nice. It's still pretty early. Okay, it's before 12 o'clock, and it's tea time, quite evidently. Anyway, so I had a few things to talk about. It's actually BlizzCon this weekend, and here I'm in our office. This is our office. Let me show you. I'll show you the office in a bit. Okay, hold on. I just want to talk about BlizzCon first. So it's BlizzCon this weekend, and okay, it's BlizzCon this weekend, and we have got a virtual ticket, so we're going to watch it here, right there on that TV over there, and it's going to be fun. There's a lot of cool stuff happening, and obviously Nero has to come when I vlog. I can hear him. I hear you approach, Nero puppy. He's going to go look outside now. He's making sure the house is safe. He's a guard dog. You know? It's good. Anyway, so we've got a virtual ticket. We're going to watch it. The tournament, the Starcraft tournament actually only starts at like 3 AM our time. So that'll be the same for Europeans, for you Europeans out there. But for the American people, it'll probably be like, I don't know, early evening or something, which is okay. That's watchable. But 3 AM, we're going to be staying up to like 5 or 6 AM. And I'm going to do it because I want to see the GSL finals. I want to see the BlizzCon Invitational. There's going to be some pretty amazing games there. The players that they invited, absolutely off the... If only, like, I'll just watch it for Nesty and Idra and like the other really good Zerg players. I don't care about the rest. Although they're pretty good. I just don't care. Anyway, then there's obviously the Diablo 3 stuff. They show that cinematic off that they've been teasing. Oh my goodness. I'd love to see that. Then there's World of Warcraft. I don't know what they're going to show for World of Warcraft. I'm still sort of undecided about that. Like, they could probably just show off a lot of patch 4.3 stuff, which would be a bit boring. But I think last year was all about World of Warcraft, so this year they're probably going to make it more about Diablo. And I think what's going to be pretty huge as well is the Starcraft Heart of the Swarm stuff, the multiplayer units they're going to reveal, those 3 silhouettes that they've been showing off, those looked really good. I gotta say, I'm interested in knowing what they are, because like the guesses that people had, I mean, the Zerg one, some sort of siege unit perhaps, that's what the majority of the people were saying. The Protoss one, I actually like the idea of a shield generator, a mobile shield generator. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but at the same time it sounds pretty cool. It makes even less sense that it's another flying unit. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Perhaps it's another flying unit, but I feel that just it might not fit in. We'll have to wait and see. And the Terran one, I've got like no clue. It looks like a mini Thor. That's all I've got, okay? I don't know about the whole Hylian Transformer thing, but whatever. People have their own ideas. And like all of that stuff, and then the panels and stuff that they have BlizzCon, like they're always actually pretty interesting. It all depends on who's actually running the panel, who's sitting behind the desk answering, or table answering the questions. I know that Chris Metzen last time was absolutely, he was hilarious to watch. It was just, that guy's full of jokes. Every single line he says is just pure gold. I suppose I want to see Foo Fighters as well. I'm not the biggest fan of Foo Fighters. Neither was I of Tenacious D, but Jack Black is obviously, he's pretty good at what he does. Entertaining, and that's it. What else is there? I don't know. BlizzCon, it's going to be good. There's no two ways about it. What I'm hoping for, my biggest like want from BlizzCon is definitely a Diablo release date. That would be absolutely huge, and I sort of expect it, but we can't be sure yet. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of Diablo stuff. That's one thing we can be sure of. Anyway, so I told a few people in the comments that I'd show you what was happening here. That's my computer over there. Okay, I can just tell you what I've got. I've got a mouse. I do have a mouse. Anyway, that's a SteelSeries Xi, but it's the silly Ruse Special Edition version. It's a Xi. Okay, there you can see the name on the back. I hope you can see it. It's just got the Ruse like decals on it and it's white. Okay, so it's nothing special about it. It's a SteelSeries Xi. What I like about it is you don't need to use drivers on your computer. I had a Razer Copperhead before that, and that was actually not so much fun because the Razer drivers are terrible. They have so many problems with games, and I didn't like it. Okay, not one bit. And well, I liked it for a little while, but now that I got this, I can see that I was living a lie. It wasn't worth it. I can tell you. I'm going to go through every piece and tell you what I essentially want. Like, if I had to upgrade from that, which I don't really see necessary. One thing the Xi has is it skips a lot. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you move it around, like the slightest, like a little granule of dirt on your mouse pad, and then it'll skip. So if I had to upgrade from that, I'd probably go for the brand new that SteelSeries Sensei, I think. The Evil Geniuses guys were teasing about that. That's on the SteelSeries website. You can see it there. I've got a Razer Octosa keyboard. It's nothing special. It's actually really, really cheap. That's the reason I got it. It was cheap. It was a Razer. It works well. It's got these soft touch keys, like laptop style keys. And I've used this like 2 bits already. Some of the keys are like being scratched off already. Anyway. And if I had to upgrade that, I'd probably get this over here. the one that my girlfriend has, which is a SteelSeries 7G. It's the same as a 6G, just the 7G has this outer cover as well. That's amazing. That's mechanical, and she's got like some Starcraft Pro Gamer keyboard where I'm stuck with a 300 rand keyboard, which is like super cheap. Anyway, okay. The screen I've got a 24-inch Samsung BX. I'm trying to think. I think it's a BX 2450. So BX 2450, and it's really good. It's a LED. And I got it like on a super special here, so I was super happy about that. I can't even remember, it might have been a birthday present or a Christmas present some time ago. Whatever, it's really nice. It's the first HD screen I had, ever had. I used to use a 4x3 screen like that, a CRT one, like that old one over there. Basically, a really old screen. Before this I had a really old screen. It's a bit of an adjustment going from the like 120 Hz, because I had an old 19-inch CRT, and I used to run my games, especially my FPS games, on like 100 Hz plus. So I don't know if the FPS guys out there will definitely understand what I'm saying, but it has a real smooth feel to it. And no matter what LCD you go to, unless you go, or LED, unless you go to a 3D screen, which is 120 Hz, it just feels a bit different. But when you get used to it, it's really good. Headset, Razer Caracarius? A Razer headset. I don't even know what the name is. There's nothing special about it either. I can tell you now from my point of view, from what I've tested already, the Razer mics, just that mic there, they're the best that I've found so far. I'm pretty sure that if you get a Sennheiser, I think HD 450s, whatever those super expensive ones, that was really cheap. That's the reason I've got it. But if you get the Sennheisers, they'll probably have a really good mic as well. I know the Yogscast guys use those, and I think Toby Turner uses it. A few people use those, and they've got really good mics. But if you want a sort of more budget version of a really good headset, any of the Razer ones have absolutely amazing mics. Better than the SteelSeries mics, but the SteelSeries actual headset is definitely better. So I wasn't going for sound, I wasn't going for listening, I was going for recording, so that was a good choice for me. My computer itself, it's got a... Sorry, this is a bit boring to a lot of you. I'm sorry. My computer itself is a i7-860, and it's running at like stock standard. I don't overclock anything. I just don't see the need. My games run okay. I don't need to overclock. It doesn't make sense to me. I would rather not take the risk. So maybe one day when I'm about to upgrade, I'll do it. Who cares? Like, then it's fine. Then it can break. No, actually it shouldn't, because then that would be terrible. What a waste. No, okay. So i7-860. It probably runs at like 2.8 or 3 gigahertz standard, I don't even know. That's a quad core, and I've got 8 gigs of RAM in there, running at, I don't know, somewhere between 1600 and 2000, something like that. 8 gigs of RAM. Hard drives, I can try to squeeze you in there, but you're not going to see very much. No, you can't. Hard drives, I recently got a Velociraptor, which is a 10k RPM mechanical drive. Quite cool. Nero just got bored of the whole computer talk thing. He's out of there. He's like, get out of here with that computer talk. I don't even care, Daddy. I don't want to hear that. All I want to hear about is my toys. My big rope, my little rope, my log, my margarine container, and the margarine container's lid, and my couch. That's pretty much Nero's couch. Anyway, that's all he wants to hear about. And over there, he's now... Look at that. Hey, my boy. He's hiding behind the big plant. That is indeed quite a big plant, isn't it? Anyway, let's get this camera right again. Oh, goodness. There you go. So hard drives, I got a 10,000 RPM hard drive recently, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, it's really good. I run my games from that, and I sort of like it. I mean, I didn't want to go for a solid state drive because the reason is if you render on a solid state drive and you fraps on a solid state drive, its lifespan will decrease really, really quickly. So if I'm rich one day, which probably won't happen, I'll get a solid state drive and then just get a new one a few years later. But I can't really afford that right now, so I'm not going to bother with that. Anyway, and then I've got a Western Digital Black. Other than that, which I use for frapsing on. So the games are on the 10k RPM. They're Velociraptor. The Western Digital Black 1 terabyte has frapsed footage on and rendered stuff, and then I've got another one which is just my OS, like nothing special with that. Other than that though, the motherboard I don't even know, I can't remember the name. It's Asus, that's all I know, or Asus, doesn't matter how you want to say it, it's the same thing. And what else is there? The speakers, I got a Logitech 5.1 surround sound thing here that I got from a friend for free pretty much, so that was very nice of him, thank you friend. And then the TV here is just a standard HD TV, and I'm not going to cover my girlfriend's PC. I will tell you that she's got a really nice mousepad. Oh, and my mousepad is a SteelSeries QCK. A QCK extra large. It's absolutely huge, and the reason for that is because if I play Quake, then the keyboard goes down there, and the mousepad goes in the middle, and then I need a sort of big mousepad for lots of room. It's nice. It's an absolutely amazing mousepad. And my tea's probably cold by now, so I'm going to have to microwave that. Anyway, so that's it. That's the setup I have here. And the desk, it's from like 1990. I've had this since I was a little child. This is like the first computer we ever got was actually on this desk. And that was when I was a little baby boy. No, that wasn't a little baby boy, I'm joking. I was like probably like 12, 10, 12, 11, 13. Around that general vicinity. Who really cares? Who really knows? My parents probably know. And it was like a 386 watt. You don't want to hear that. Anyway, so we've had this desk for a long time. And I don't know, for some reason, because I've been using it over the years, it just feels the most comfortable. So it's old. It's probably going to break soon, but I'm using it for now. And I sit on a plastic chair because it's better for my back. I can sit very, very upright. So I do it. That's what I do. Hey, boy. Tell them where you sit. Where do you sit, my boy? You sit on the couch. Yes. Hop you up there. That's it. Yes, you see. Nero and I are going to go for a walk in just a little bit. And he's going to enjoy it because the weather's okay outside. I actually wouldn't mind if it rains like over the weekend, which will be tomorrow and further on, because I'm going to be watching BlizzCon, so I don't care. Anyway, so about uploads and stuff, Terraria was actually delayed for a reason, and you're going to find out why. I'm going to record a Terraria video today, but there was a reason it was delayed, and I'm sorry about that. So all the Terraria fans out there, it will be up tonight or this evening sometime, don't worry. And then I've got our internet's sort of stabilized now, so I'm going to get some Diablo and Path of Exile up soon. Path of Exile, I'm in a bit of a pickle because I can't start a new character right now because they're going to wipe the characters when the patch comes. So I'm not sure exactly what to do. I'm still trying to decide about that. Don't worry, it's going to come soonish though. I think the patch is coming soon anyway though. But I will get Diablo up in the meantime. And I can't wait to start a new character in Path of Exile. It's going to be amazing. We'll discuss that later though. Don't you worry. He's getting a bit nervous. He doesn't like all this talking in here. That's quite nice too, isn't it? The girlfriend made that. Anyway, so other than that though, I've got a surprise for you guys. And so sadly, like the surprise actually delayed the 1 minute guide a bit, or it's going to delay the 1 minute guide a little bit. You will be okay with that though, I think. All of you. Just a lot of you. I'm making assumptions now, and that's totally okay. Don't worry about it. I've got your best. Yeah, I've got you in mind. I've got everything in mind. Don't worry. So, other than that though, I'll be getting uploads and stuff up. So don't worry. And I'm gonna be vlogging again probably like tomorrow. So you can check back here for that. But most importantly though, no wait, I can't. Hold on, I'm forgetting. Oh yes, that's what it was. I was about to end it and I just had something extra to say. I was going to talk about Heroes of Might and Magic 6, okay? So that game has been a total pain because... So they patched it. It fixed the blinking cursor problem, but it didn't like fix the underlying issues that were in the game. So the game actually has a funny thing that when you move your mouse pointer, it lags. Now, if I just go like this with my mouse in circles and it makes little circles on the screen, then the game pretty much stops. And I was fiddling around the graphics settings and then it blue screened on me. So like the game, I just spat all over my mouse pad. I'm sorry, mouse pad. Oh, I'm sorry, mouse pad. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. So the game's got some issues. I don't know if they're going to patch it. I don't know if it's just my computer. She was having the same problems on hers, and I don't know what to do. I've been Googling, I've been looking everywhere, but like, sure, some people said just don't move your mouse around too much, but that doesn't even make sense. Why should you have to like remedy the problem by not moving your mouse? That's a terrible idea. Oh, no offense to the people that said it. I mean, thanks for the help, but that doesn't help at all. Anyway, so I've got some problems with the heroes. I want to do a video about it, but it's a bit difficult. Like, when you put fraps on it, when you start frapsing and you just move your mouse around like a big circle, then the FPS drops down to like 20 or something, and that's from like 60. So it shouldn't do that. I'm not even sure why it does that. He's grooming himself a little bit. He's making himself look nice for the ladies that he meets on the walk. He's quite a charmer, this guy. Old Nero, you're a charmer, hey? The ladies don't stand a chance. Anyway, this vlog is getting way too long. I'm going to go now, again, and you can check back here soon for more. What I'm going to do with BlizzCon, I should probably mention right now, is I'm going to do coverage after day 1. I'll do a day 1 recap. After day 2, I'll do a day 2 recap. And you'll be able to find it on my channel. Just the evening of the morning of day 2, you'll be able to find the day 1 recap. So if any of you guys don't want to watch that, and maybe you just want to watch 1 or 2 pieces of it, you can watch my recaps, and they're pretty, like, I'm gonna say it now, they're gonna be pretty good. They'll be pretty complete. I get all the information I can from all the big websites I can, from watching as much as I can, and I think you'll get everything you want there. I did it last year, if any of you remember that. It was a long time ago, but you might remember it. I was doing YouTube stuff back then, and I did recaps, and they were okay. They were quite popular, actually. People watched them, so hopefully you're going to watch these as well. Just a heads up. Starcraft news was amazing this week. Wow, I managed to get like 16 minutes in there, and I don't even know why, because I kept telling myself, okay, Starcraft news is going to be short, 6 or 7 minutes max, and then I just kept adding stuff, and I kept finding cool new stuff, and... Tell me about it. My boy. Tell me about it. Anyway, check back here soon for more. Most importantly though, happy Earl Grey tea.